Principalship versus Teachership.
Dear learners, many students and many relations of mine have requested me to share my experience of principalship. When I was a principal, I had adopted a different technique to run the school in a beautiful school. I don't understand what administration is. One thing I want to share here is that Peter Drucker, the father of modern management, has told that management is doing things right and leadership is doing the right thing. Management, in a sense, I have to take a longitudinal survey in the sense what I have told my staff and students and guardians to perform in a positive sense. I just survey it. I take a 10,000 foot review or helicopter review. In one sense, I can say that I was student friendly, I was staff friendly, I was management friendly, and I was guardian friendly. So my main motive was to let the students and guardians and staff and management understand the meaning of education. Most of the times, many guardians ask me, what is the technique of divulging the best of my principalship? I was telling them at the time that principalship is not my cup of tea. My main intention is to bring out success in my students. When I was in the principal's office, I was preparing different type of new curricula, different strategies like your mock parliaments, ward festival, and poll on words, that is vote on wall. So when I was going to the class, that was my main motive to how to teach the students. Suppose in English class, most of the teachers go and tell the students open exercise 1, and suppose in the first exercise it is told to students to find out or underline the subject. The first sentence is that Sir Ken Robinson was a wonderkind. He or she, as a teacher, was telling the students to underline Sir Ken Robinson. So my strategy is something different. Before I teach them how Sir Ken Robinson becomes the subject, I make the class humorous and funny. I wanted at the time to make the students blissful and happy at the time to accept my teaching in the class. So I told them, you see that Sir Ken Robinson comes before is. Here is a technique you have to remember, that any word or words coming before is simply subject. To go there is bad. Before is, to go there, 3 words are there, so to go there is subject. And I was also telling the parents to adopt helicopter parenting, to avoid helicopter parenting and to adopt mindfully, heartfully, that is your free range parenting. There are 2 types of parenting in the world, that is helicopter parenting and free range parenting. Very recently, someone asked me to write an essay on helicopter parenting, I told them what helicopter parenting is. Helicopter parenting means imposing stress, burden on the minds of the students. When burden comes into the minds of the students, they won't be free. When a student is not free, he will not accept or remember anything else. So at the time when I was the principal, I had taken my role as two strata. That is, inside the principal, looking after the students' goodness, looking after the guardians' goodness, looking after the staff goodness, looking after the teachers' goodness, looking after the environment goodness. When I was in the class, I was simply a teacher. Teachership is a noble profession. I can say that a noblest profession. So when I was in the class, I was marking at the time that all the students were in a jubilant mood. I can call it they were in the seventh heaven. They were on cloud 9 at the time to accept all my things. So I was imposing on the students so that they should remember words, they should increase, boost up their word power. So basically, in every class I was teaching that every student should learn 3 words every day, and I was making them converse in English language, and I was also telling them to speak English all around with anybody else they found, and I was also telling them to watch videos, listen to radios, so that their fluency will develop. So of all the things that I have mentioned here, be a principal or a doctor or a professor or anybody else, everybody should try to be a good human being, which I was teaching in the class. My dear students, you are speaking English, you are writing essay, you are standing first in debates or second in the debate or third in the debate. Always try to be a good human being, always respect your parents, elders, outsiders, friends, and try to cultivate the practice of loving others. So what will happen, as a result of which after some days we shall be good citizens of our country. So that I want to say you that always in this video I want to say that I said my experience that I was imposing on the students to be good human beings, and I was also teaching them. They were very proficient in my subject. They were securing for 100 out of 100 in my subject. They were very expert in English. They were very expert in grammar. So now in this video, I will tell all my students and learners and watchers, those who are watching, always learn English beautifully, and those who have completed their education, tell the juniors to practice and have good access in grammatical zone. Okay, thank you, much as gracious.